Hi, guys. Welcome back to our second podcast today. I am your co host, Didi, along with Keela and TJ. Keela and TJ, say hi, guys.
Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. Hope you enjoyed the last video.
Yeah, guys, we're there again, ready to rock and roll with the second podcast. Yeah, man.
Loving the vibe, loving the vibe. Okay, so we have our special guests from last time, Marlon and Liam. Say hi, guys.
Bonsoir.
Hi guys, I fixed my mic for this episode. Yes.
Marlon.
Aren't we all glad that Marlon fixed his mic? Great. So let's go. So we're going to get right into it. So today we'll be discussing my topic, tips on how to study COVID style. So like what we've realized among our peers and among people in general, the teenagers taking the CSEC and CAPE examinations, not a lot of people know how to study or which studying technique works for them. People are running about like mad ants because it is either they do not learn at all or they don't learn enough. They're not retaining the information. So we are here tonight to give you some tips. Very important tips, by the way, guys. So we're going to start off with TJ. TJ, you have the floor.
Nice. Studying is a very important thing because if you want to pass an exam, you obviously have to study. And, COVID has changed a lot of things. Some people that actually meet up in person, probably have a study group and meet up, probably have to do it online or maybe using Google Meet or Zoom. So some of the important tips that you want to start off with when studying is you want to plan the time. You want to have an effective time. So let's say you have maybe you have a specific subject like maybe maths or physics, chemistry, or something. So you want to say you plan maybe 2 hours or maybe something like that. And then you also want to have, when you're studying for that 2 hours, the right environment. So you don't want to have a noisy or a congested environment around. You want it to be quiet, peaceful, and you can actually relax and get in the study and get in all the information you need for the exam. And then you want to be calm. You don't want to be agitated or so. You want to be relaxed. So maybe you put on some music. I mean, there are lots of music, songs you can listen to on YouTube and so on while you're studying, songs specifically for studying. And then you want to probably even have, probably a study diary maybe, where you write down what you have covered today. So let's say, for like myself that does physics like Liam and Marlon, you say you go over let's say Hooke's law and you write that down. You went over this, you learn how to do the spring constant and so on. So, and then probably the next thing you want to do is momentum and the law of conservation of momentum and so on. So you want to be calm, you want to have a study diary, you want to have the right environment, and you want to have an effective time management plan as well.
All right. I completely agree with TJ. All of those stuff are very important when you are studying, but everybody's style is different. And we, as host and guest here, we have to maintain that everybody's style is different. So one thing won't work for everybody. But we are a diversified panel tonight. So I'll move on to our next speaker, our guest, Liam. You have the floor.
All right. So I typically would not I'd advise everyone to try at least one of everyone's tips tonight, no matter how complex, how simple you think it might be, to try everybody's own here. But mine that I suggest would be, firstly, practice. Everything requires practice in life, whether you're training towards a championship in football, whether it be that you want to try and pass an SAT, you honestly have to practice in order to get something down. Whether it be you have maths coming up. But I'm not not limiting these tips to CSEC alone for the broader aspect of education. You must learn how to practice. Secondly, what I advise during this online time is that you should write your notes. Instead of typing, it is actually better to write your notes because it has been proven that once you write, you're more expected or will be expected to actually remember more of your information. Because if you stare at a screen and type your notes, honestly, that's just going to go straight into your document on your computer. Versus if you write it, you're actually committing it to memory, in muscle memory, what you're writing or saying. Thirdly, I would advise that everybody try and listen to nocturnal beats which contain information. I have done it many times. It actually helps improve your listening. For example, in modern languages, listen to nocturnal beats with vocabulary and you will continue playing and playing and playing until you actually remember it. It's like second nature to you. Those are my tips for studying. Try at least one of them. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And this is coming from a genius, guys. Like, I'm so serious. I swear he only gets straight A's.
Exactly,
Like,
guys.
not even
He got
joking.
distinction in math, distinction in pure math, and in art math, and we all know he's going to get another distinction in pure math. So take his
Take
English
his
breed
advice,
people, you know.
guys.
English breed people. Not fun. English is not the subject, guys. I'm not going to lie to you.
You know what, Liam, we're gonna ignore that because we know you're such a genius. So we're gonna move on to the future valedictorian of art in high school, I'm sure, and a top lawyer of Jamaica, wherever he's going. Marlon, it's your time. Take the floor.
For top history students.
Right?
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the accolades. I'm saying yes. Queen's Counsel, man. Yes. Anyway, for me, I would more say, first thing is first. Don't ever study on your bed. You will fall asleep. Don't ever study on your bed. Don't ever study in your room. For me, I grew up in the country, right? So the best place to study is under the aki tree for me. The shade, the cool breeze. I get to focus on my notes, be it history, literature, physics, economics, right? And a second thing too, don't ever study in the same place for the same subject. You get too comfortable and you will lose focus of what's the main goal, which is to remember, study your notes, right? And remember everything for your exam. That's just it for me. And try to be creative, as I am saying, try to be creative with studying, with revising your notes, creating mnemonics. That's what Miss Desanders always done, create mnemonics to remember the various irregular verbs for French. Create a song, a little dub poem to remember the various principles for the various topics in the various subjects. So yeah, that's just it for me.
Again, good stuff. Very smart people there on here, so yeah. So I'd advise that you guys like really listen up and try them out because they might just work for you. So on to the next wonderful person on this call, my co-host, Keela. You have the floor, honey.
Okay, thank you.
Manager.
Okay, guys, when you guys are mastering effective studying habits, this not only helps you to learn easier, but it also helps you to get good grades in high school, especially with an exam coming up. Learning how to study helps you to avoid like panic and frustration for the next big test or exam. So my tip to you guys is practice and review all the materials, like every single material, no matter how good you are at a certain subject, review those materials, especially the ones that you're good at. So get that out of the way, and then you can focus on the ones that you are, well, not so good at. No matter if you're going to use flashcards, pre-recording. When I mean pre-recording, I mean like you record yourself saying over the notes and then listen it back over, like listen it, remember it, or you can listen music while you're studying. That works for me. I like to listen music while I'm studying, helps me relax my brain, and it just helps me to like focus, because we all know studying can be boring sometimes. So I feel like when you're listening to music, it helps your nerves to feel calm, collective, and just in the mode to study. And another thing I want to say, guys, stay clear away from distractions. Distractions are everywhere, either from your phone, social media, your friends, family, even your environment can be a distraction. When you are in a place that's full of distractions, it's going to be hard for you to focus and hard for you to study and remember what needs to be remembered. So please stay clear away from distractions and anything that might interrupt you when you're studying. That's my tip to you guys. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Keela. And I completely agree with whatever. So we actually had some persons suggest some study techniques that they use, and we think it will be very helpful for those persons who especially don't know how to study right now. Yeah, I feel your pain. So let's get right into it, right? So Kalisha from Campion College suggests active recall. This is basically the use of flashcards to remember information and quiz yourself on a specific topic. Now, you have two types of people in studying. You have those persons who can remember their teacher's explanations and definitions word for word. Kudos to you guys, y'all are top tier. And then you have those persons who have to rephrase their teachers' explanations in order to personally understand the topic overall. Kudos to you guys as well, because you guys are top tier. It takes a lot to rephrase a whole definition just for your understanding. And once those two studying persons are done, they put it on flashcards. And it makes it even better for them to retain the information and imprint it in their minds and get ready for those exams. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? Melanie from Arden High School suggests the use of study music, devotion, and exercise. This is where you not only utilize music that helps you to concentrate and retain information while studying, but also partaking in devotional activities such as praying and reading your Bible and daily morning exercise to get your body pumping with adrenaline and energy. Now, I know you have those persons, you know, those exercise fanatics who they get up every morning and they do push-ups, they run, they do stretches, whatever they do to get themselves ready for the day. And really and truly, I cannot tell you enough. Kudos to you guys, because exercise is really, really important. And the fact that you guys work it in before school is awesome. But you have other persons who cannot manage the exercise thing in the mornings. So there's a suggestion of the use of study music and devotion. So a lot of people study with music of different genres, maybe gospel, maybe jazz, maybe dance hall, maybe hip hop, maybe pop, maybe R&B, whatever it is. You work with whatever is comfortable with you, as mentioned before. You just use whatever gets you to relax. And YouTube actually has music that is dedicated to get you to concentrate on your studying. And then, of course, when study music doesn't work, you have devotion, getting up in the morning, saying a word of prayer. If it is even to get up and sit on your bed and say, God, thank you for another day. Help me to get through this. Greatly will help you. Then we have Abby J from Shorter Teachers College, who suggests the memorize and repeat method. This is a technique which involves you reading one page, memorizing it, then moving to another page and memorizing it, then retracing back to the first page and repeating the process. Confusing and a mouthful, I know, but it's simply just reading a page at a time, ensuring that you really internalize the information, then going back to the first of all those pages or the 2 pages and repeating the process. That's basically all you're doing. And I know a lot of us, you have been using this method for years on top of years. Yeah, I know. But try any of these and we are sure that they will work for you and you'll be able to study. And you know, even if you don't use any of
Don't drink coffee, guys. That's one thing. Just stay away from it. Y'all are gonna poison yourself. It's not gonna work. Don't.
I used to drink coffee. It didn't work like one time. It really doesn't.
Let me make this
I don't know.
abundantly clear. We do not encourage you to drink coffee. We don't do that here. Drink something that is healthy for you. There are alternatives to coffee. So please
Drink
find
water.
those alternatives. Drink water. Yeah, water gives you a whole heap of energy, right?
Not
So
juice.
okay, Liam, we hear you because Liam only drinks water. But anyway, guys, we have to wrap it up. That is all the time we have for tonight. We hope
Wait.
you have. Who's that, Marlon?
Wait. I have
Oh, Terrell.
one more tip I'd like to suggest, guys. If you
Make it
can't, if
quick.
you realize that, you're not focusing right, I suggest taking Ginkgo Biloba. It's a very good, it's a pill, tablets. It's supposed to help you, brain function and so on, so you can, be focused and so on. And I take it, it's very good. Anytime I take it, I realize that I concentrate much better and so on. And so I think we forgot the most important study tip about taking care of yourself, taking breaks.
Yes. Oh my
healthy,
God. How could I forget
and so
that?
on. So I
Please
think
take your
Also-
breaks, guys.
Mhm.
Also, in
So
terms of nutrients, take your omega-3 and your omega-6.
Take your vitamins. Oh my gosh, we missed out a lot.
Put all
Take
the
your vitamins. Get rest.
all the
Take care of
vitamins.
yourself.
We'll put all the vitamins and pills in the description for you guys who
Yes,
remember.
we will do that for you guys because we really want you to pass your exams and study properly. But you cannot do that if you don't take care of your mental health and your body. So everyone, please, 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 please stay healthy. Take your vitamins, drink your water, get your exercise. It does not take a whole lot out of you to do all of that. It helps you in the long run, okay? Please. Well, I think that was the last thing. Thank you so much for joining us, and join us next time for our podcast where I think it's going to be TJ picking the topic. Thank you guys. Bye. See you next time.
Hold on. I don't know if we should be telling you guys this, but for our last video, we have something very special for you guys. Just keep tuned.
Right. We have a surprise for you guys, but just stay tuned. So we're gonna sign off now, like for real this time. We're gonna sign off. Bye guys. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something and be healthy.
Wait,
Bye.
and thank you guys for helping us reach our mark of 200 views on our first YouTube video.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys.
We love you. All the persons who watched the video and even I think 5 persons who commented. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We have passed our goal. Thank you for racking in the views. We could not be more appreciative. So, is this the end for real this time, guys? So I can stop.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
I bet everybody got in
Bye,
bed.
guys.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye. Au revoir.
Strike force, yeah. Strike force, yeah. Strike force, yeah. Strike force, yeah.